Hello, welcome to my first day on the job as a therapist. So, I kind of got this job because my predecessor was murdered, but I'm sure everything's going to be okay. Let's see how things go. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the new game here, and we're going to hop right in.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
It starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me. You're not listening. It's your only bloody job.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind,
Doctor.
let's not keep the patient. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late.
Doctor, you're
and after
late.
after all those promises, never mind.
Act 1. Who are you? Am I late?
Doctor, you're late.
Okay, I
And
am.
after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor?
Yes, I'm sure we do.
Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
Bye. That's a nice couch. Or love seat. All right, here we go. Patient names have red dots next to them. Red equals keep talking to them. Amber means you're done. The continue button appears when all patients are amber. Green is you've asked everything. Watch replays in the responses tab. Look for stars. 2 asterisks, important conversation. 1 asterisk, optional conversation. Stars update automatically. Okay. Yeah, and it said green is not mandatory. Try using your patient's words. I'm Elin, I'm 25, and I'm a nurse. Typing nurse will get a response. Yeah, this is kind of a text parser game, so we're going to have to be typing things in to get responses. Include a yes or no when answering patients. Use context. Say yes, I like cats, not yes. Going green is intentionally hard. Hints will be required. See hint cooldown in options. Hints will be required if you want to go green. Okay. All right, so here we are. We are at in our office. Hey, you look familiar. I just had you in a different game, but let's see. So option wise, we got detective rating is rookie. All right, no progress yet, which makes sense. But okay, anyway, the concept with this game is that we are a therapist slash psychologist who is taking over for the murdered Dr. Dekker. And one of these people actually did, in fact, murder Dr. Dekker, and we're going to have to figure out who it was. But we also have to help these people with their problems. And our definition of help could be to encourage them further into their bizarre behaviors, or we could help them to get away from them. So we will have to see what we want to do as time goes on. So we have 5 people to see right now. We have Bryce, Claire, Elin, Mariana, and Nathan. Let's start at the top. Our friend Bryce here. There he is. We say, hello.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
Yes. I knew Dekker.
How well did you really know him? I hope you're nothing like him.
Did you not like Dekker?
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
Interesting. Okay. And this is another game like Shapeshifting Detective where it randomizes who the killer is every game. So we'll have to really figure out who it is. This also, I think, is meant to be in the same universe as the Shapeshifting Detective. All right. Let's see. Why would you think Dekker would kill himself?
Slow down, Doctor.
Oh.
You don't have to ask me all the questions at once.
Okay, that's...
Try one at a time.
That is a response meaning that I've said something that they don't have a response for, which you will run into. So I actually have played this game before a long time ago now. So let's see. What do you think of Dekker? What's your problem and what is your job? Or you can also get some hints. Yeah, what do you think of Dekker? We'll just ask that.
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
This session's about me, not you. What do you mean? You pay me, and then we talk about what I want, and then you leave. Right? That's how this works. Okay. What problems are you having?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
You were depressed.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again, and as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
What do you mean by an extra hour?
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
Midnight hour, okay. So you're living through Persona 3. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I enjoyed that game too, but I don't think it's real. The Gravedigger having his work piling up is concerning on several levels. I agree. I agree. I don't think that is something you want to have as a Gravedigger, because it's a job that will always be... It's kind of like a mortuary. You're always in business, but yeah. What do you do in this extra hour?
I'm not sure what you're asking me. Can you be more specific?
Yeah, I keep running it. Okay, what do you mean by midnight hour, I guess? I just said, what do you do in the extra hour? I literally just asked that. And it's one of the recommendations. Okay. Well, we'll start at the top. What do you mean by midnight hour?
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
All right, this is the deciding point here, because we can either encourage this or we can discourage it. Let's see. I don't think you're insane. Let's see. There's some recommendations. Yeah, okay. What is your job exactly?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
Why is it hard to find help grave digging?
That's meaningless to me.
Okay. Okay. What was the why is it hard to find someone who can use a shovel?
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Achievement unlocked, intern. Okay. What sort of relics?
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists are finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
Okay. Tell me about Henley Church.
Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists, but they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
Like time travel experiments? Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're insane.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
Do you think you're crazy? I know. I already said that. What that goes to, what do you mean by an extra hour? Oh, interesting. I don't think you're insane. Tell me about Henley Church. What sort of relics? Why is it hard to find someone who can use a shovel? All right. So we've got, do you believe in Scientology as a recommended statement? Okay.
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, but not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
Why don't you believe in God?
I'm not sure God would have given a man an extra hour a day. Not just a single man. My extra hour is a gift, but sometimes it's a curse.
Your extra hour is a curse? Oop. Hey, is that already? I misspelled curse. Wait, your extra hour is a curse?
I sound like I'm complaining, don't I? I'll stop now.
No, keep complaining.
Is that something I should know about?
Yeah, complaining, I guess. I could say yes, there are too many religions, or no, there are not too many religions. What do you say? Yes, there are too many religions. Deus Vult.
Then we agree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely they've all got it wrong than one of them has got it right.
Well, aren't you the fedora tipper there, sir? I don't think fedora much is going to get us anywhere.
I have no knowledge of that.
Oh yeah, I bet not. Okay. All right. So, what do you do in the extra hour? Oh, I also notice he's turned orange or yellow, which means that we found all the key points of this conversation. So, if I remember right, the deeper you delve into the conversations, the actually more, I guess, plumbing the depths of Lovecraftian horrors you get. But yeah, what do you do in the extra hour?
In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
You play chess against yourself?
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
The Queen? Oh, okay. Why do you like planning moves in advance? Do you know anything about Dekker's murder? Ask him who. That's actually, I was thinking, who usually wins in your chess game? Ah, man. That considers that already saying you, play chess against yourself. Let's see. Do you like planning moves in advance?
I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Not really. I'm a video game character.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh, right. You have to be more specific. Let's say in this case, since I should be the authoritative one here, I like to be in control.
I don't know.
You don't know? What is it? Yes, I like to be in control. Okay. Yeah. So there is a sequel coming out, and I hope they make it the text box is a little bit less specific. Yes, I do like to be in control.
If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end.
Dekker unraveled?
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we?
Why would my head explode?
I don't have anything for you.
You don't? But why? What do you know about Dekker's death?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Maybe. Okay, I'll say it the way it wants me to say it. Do you know anything about Dekker's murder?
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine.
Okay. I think games like these are a legitimate use for AI in gaming, the ability to understand text inputs and adapting to them based on the game parameters rather than forcing the player to type very exact phrases. Yeah, that's like a game like this. This is a really, really cool idea. It would be cool even if the Dekker sequel like uses a little bit of that, because like a LLM or something. Because yeah, perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay, because like I've typed basically the same thing, but then it turns out I haven't said the thing that it wanted me to say in the exact same way. So, yeah. So he is yellow. We could technically push further, but let's for now go to Claire. Hello, Claire.
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor.
Do I have notes on any of these people? Say hello to patients, find out what's wrong with them, and see what they know about Dekker today. Okay. Let me follow this up. Oh! Should follow this up, definitely follow this up. So some of these are marked with following up, not following up. That's good to know. Okay. What's your problem?
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
A history of violence? That's an interesting movie.
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Who provoked you?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
Mm-hmm. That is kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah. Many such cases, I'm sure. All right. You stabbed David?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
You stabbed your husband?
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
Why are you so obsessed with your husband? Oh, I already said that. History. What's your problem? History of violence. You stabbed David. You're obsessed with David? I already talked about that? Okay. Who provoked you? A history of violence.
I'm obsessed with...
Yeah, I know. Why is it absurd? Why are you paying a small fortune? Okay, I guess, yeah, why are you paying a small
fortune? Has
fortune?
its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Madness? Like the infectious madness of perhaps a Dr. Dekker? Why is it absurd?
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
But he is here, but he shouldn't be? Who is here?
Sorry. I don't know.
Oh, okay. What? He's here, but he shouldn't be. Who shouldn't be here?
He's lucky to be alive. He almost died.
Wait, David almost died?
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now.
And you stabbed him. That stabbing him probably didn't help.
I need you to believe me. That's why I'm paying for these sessions. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy and dangerous. Everyone else thinks I've lost my mind.
Why do they... oh, stabbing him probably didn't help. Actually did produce something. Why do they think you're dangerous?
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
And we've established why. How hard did you stab him? Oh, we already talked about that. Apparently. What else can we ask here? Why isn't he a well man? Okay, sure.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
What's wrong with David's health?
Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful
Is he dead?
conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk.
Is your husband dead? Ah, no, that is definitely not the same question as you stabbed your husband. Is he dead and you're hallucinating that he's alive? What do you mean by altercation?
I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behavior, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved.
The police got involved.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
Oh. You need my help? How can I help you? Okay. Tell me about delusions, violent outbursts. Do you often get angry? Yeah,
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control.
What are you, the Hulk? What happens when you lose control? Besides stabbing your husband.
Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money. And I'm fairly sure my time is up.
Oh, really? That's her secret, Cap. She's always stabbing her husband. Yeah. All right, tell me more about caring for him.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars.
He's dead.
He needs help, I know, but
yeah, he's dead.
I can't hire anybody to care for him.
Your husband is dead. You are moving his corpse around. It sounds like he's dead.
If I knew anything about that, I'd tell you.
I'm trying to tell you. David is dead. Ah! Your husband is dead, ma'am. What is the lake house? Okay, yeah, whatever. Fine.
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
Okay, so you have two houses, and your corpse husband is at the other house right now. Got it. Got it. All right. Let's see. Tell me about your violent outbursts.
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Steak knife. I'm shook.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nah, yeah. All right. Any, tell me about violent outbursts. So there's no follow-up from that. Got it. Okay. Tell me about your delusions.
Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
I think you may be delusional. Tell me about... No. Really? All I have left to ask on the ask list is Dekker? Okay, fine. Tell me about Dr. Dekker.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him.
There's some possible follow-up to that. Why aren't you in prison?
As opposed to what I did,
There we go.
there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal?
I think I can save you, but it involves me carefully explaining to you that your husband is dead, and you're hallucinating him. He is dead. You are very likely hiding a murdered corpse at your lake house.
I don't have an answer to that.
What? Okay, what do I have to say? What is the syntax we're looking for here? You can be saved with therapy, or you should be locked up. Yes, you're the worst. No, you can be saved with therapy.
You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured.
First, though, you gotta bury your husband. He is dead. But I'm sure that's not going to do anything. Do you think Dekker was suicidal? Yeah, okay.
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
You think Dekker was crazy?
They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about your seeing things.
Yes, Dr. Dekker did think I was delusional when he first met me. He changed his mind after getting to know me better, as I hope he will too.
Dekker changed his mind about you. Where did he say? Okay. I might change my mind.
I don't know anything about that, Doctor.
Well, okay. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. All right, fine, game. What? Elin, I believe. Is Elin or Ellen? Elin? Hello, Elin.
Yes, I can talk about all of that. What do you want to talk about first?
What? Talk about all that? No. Hello.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
You're a nurse?
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
Oh, so hospice care.
No, sorry, I don't know.
Oh, you don't call it that? Sorry, over here, I guess? I'm very British. Wait, sorry for writing in your notes. Say hello to Elin for me and let her know that Terry called for her. Jaya. Oh, Jaya! That's that lady from the beginning. So she's my assistant? Jaya XX! Hey. Jaya, you just calm yourself. You mentioned dating. Okay. You mentioned dating, Elin.
Sorry, what do you mean? I mean, can you be more specific?
Is it the Elin? You mentioned dating?
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
You really care about your work? Oh, okay. What is end-of-life care? Okay, there we go.
The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
How do you comfort?
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
Okay. Sounds good so far. Why are some patients out of it on meds?
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
I would not want to spend it asleep.
I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Ask me something else.
Oh. You're so nice. No, I wouldn't like to sleep through it. There. That's what I tried to say.
I feel like it's almost criminal. Like you're robbing people of their last moments on Earth. You should be able to savor the experience, not sleep your way to death.
Sure. Savor the experience of dying?
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment. There's literally nothing else like it.
Nothing else like it, eh? Yeah, okay. How about... You mentioned... So we would say herbal. They over there would say herbal. I would say herbal remedies.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam, or zolpidem.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Why are you here?
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
Work is stressful.
It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
Or you don't get stressed about it. Have you lost a patient?
I feel really bad. I can't answer your questions.
I mean, recently?
I like animals. Let's talk about that.
You like animals? Okay. Are you lying about being stressed? Okay, it's an interesting jump. Are you lying about being stressed? Sure. Oh, we gotta play that again because I skipped it.
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
Mean to you? Oh, really? Nurses are mean to you?
They call me the angel of death because so many patients have died on my shift.
Oh, really?
I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
People die on your shift? Specifically?
I'd really like to be able to answer you, but I don't know what to say.
Okay. What is it wanting me to say? How many patients have died on your shift? There we go.
3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
Hilda, huh? Achievement unlocked century. Remember me for Dekkeries? Who is Hilda?
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me, though.
Wait, are you killing people in their sleep? Interesting. Okay, let's bring up, say, Jaya said hello. Oh. Wait, do you know Jaya?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the weakest link or something.
Okay. Terry called.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
This lady has made it very clear she wouldn't smother anyone in their sleep. She would want them to be awake for it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling a little suspicious about you. You're very cheerful, and that's a little creepy. Okay, Terry doesn't like you. Okay. I guess the Dekker question. What? I guess we'll just say, tell me about Dekker.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
He was, eh? Dekker was interested.
Well, yes, that's true. But still, it was nice to be listened to.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Did you like Dekker? Sure, okay.
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
Okay, you like most people. And you just turned yellow. Okay. What do you know about his murder? How long have you been seeing him? Yeah.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Hang on a second. Okay. Wait. Didn't she just say that she started seeing him a couple weeks ago, or was that something else? But okay. Let's see. So say hello to Aelin. What do you know about his murder?
I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
Wait. How did Dekker die? Do we know? Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay, fine. Mariana, who is very familiar to us. The actress was in The Shape-Shifting Detective. Hello.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling great.
Nope. Don't know.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's with the Cthulhu necklace? All right. Hello. Okay. What is your problem?
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that how it works?
Oh.
The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
Okay. The police? Like Sting? Or the real police?
I think they think I'm a naturist or something.
A naturist?
They picked me up 5 times in the last month.
5 times? Okay. The police picked you up. Okay, where did I... Okay. Do you... Say, yes, I'm feeling okay. Yes.
That's what Dr. Dekker would say.
Yeah. Oh, really? He'd say he was okay? I mean, it's a 50-50 shot that someone would say, are you okay? And the answer is yes or no, so I don't think that means much, lady. Why have you been picked up for public nudity?
I black out.
Oh, really?
And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach.
Oh,
like
nice.
I've been
Okay.
washed up on shore.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it.
Wow.
The police are getting suspicious.
The police are... Great, okay. Wait, notes. Mariana has blackouts. Does she remember anything during? Sustain any injuries? Okay, so I'm apparently making notes to myself. Do you often black out?
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange, as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
He worked what out? And not he. Dekker worked what out?
I'm confused. Which bit should I answer first?
Okay. What did he work out?
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
I should know your medical history and your going into this. Like, oh, whatever. What prognosis are you looking for?
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings.
Okay.
Can you suggest anything that might help?
Not being crazy. What? Perhaps Mariana should stop going to the beach or have somebody watch or record her. Okay. Have you tried to film your blackouts? There.
I film myself doing lots of things. But it's not so easy to do when you're blacked out.
Okay. Well, can someone watch you when you black out?
Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens?
We'll come back to that one. Tell me about the beach.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach.
Okay.
It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else.
You like being
you
at
should
the
come
beach.
with me one day.
Whoa,
I can
whoa.
show you all of the sights.
Nah, I don't know about that one. Hey. Same director. I saw that. Do you know anything about the murder? Just hang on just a second. I gotta ask you about Dr. Dekker's murder. Do you suffer with anxiety?
Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly?
I wouldn't know. Your breathing seems normal. I could say, wait, you're breathing badly.
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
Am I worried about it? Maybe holding your breath makes you black. This is so silly. Maybe holding your breath makes you black out. Quiet.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
What are you doing before you black out? There's a good question.
I normally black out when I'm dancing.
Dancing?
I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
Do I like dancing? No, I hate dancing.
Dancing is good for you in so many ways. Just turn the music up, close your eyes, and let yourself go. You should try it sometime.
I am literally the doctor of Footloose. You know, it's a whole town where people don't dance. Maybe dancing causes your blackouts. Where do you dance? Let's say, do you know anything about... Yeah, where do you dance?
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
The Pearl, eh? Maybe alcohol causes your blackouts?
I don't drink.
Wait, what? Huh? But you just said you drink vodka. You don't drink. But what about... Director, stop that. But what about the cheap vodka? No, I want to know. Why did you say that? That is a conflict. Maybe dancing causes your blackouts. Okay.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts?
It's a very stupid statement.
I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today?
Oh no. No. Are you lying about not drinking? I want to confront about that. All right. Let's see. Do you know anything about the murder? Yes. Oh, yeah. We got to go back to the her asking if. Fine. Yes, I will.
So it's a date then?
No, it's
I'll
not.
let you know when.
No, this is very scientific. No. I'll have Jaya come with. Let's see. Do you know anything about the murder?
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've
Wait.
replaced him.
Yes.
He's a good listener. I hope you are.
I am a very good listener.
Dr. Dekker could really get inside you. It was, unsettling.
Okay.
You'd let him do it. Part of the process, I guess.
Okay. Are you flirting with me? Why do you think people will press charges? Do you ever find your clothes after you black out? Is your hair wet when you wake up? My gosh, these are a lot of questions that have just showed up. Why do you keep going to the beach?
I love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's gonna kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor?
Addicted? Wait, addicted to the beach? Addicted to the beach, huh? No, can't say I've ever been addicted.
That's a shame.
What?
You need to have a passion for something, Doctor.
Passion and addiction are two very different things, young lady. How long have you been a patient?
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a cake or something?
Yeah, I'll have Jaya get you a sweet roll or something. Yes, you can have a cake. Yes, okay, yes.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Doctor.
Yes, Jaya, go get this lady a Swiss roll from the vending machine or something. Yeah, why do you hold your breath so much? I'm curious about that one. Like, what is the reasoning for this?
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do.
Most people?
Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Like, when you're dancing? Okay. Is your hair wet when you wake up? Are you going for swims when you're not conscious?
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
It's kind of interesting she's doing an American accent in this game, and she's doing a British accent in the previous game. But anyway, do you ever find your clothes after you black out?
I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked.
Not me either. Wait, just made a note about that. Mariana's been going through a lot. I wonder how this makes her all feel. I wonder. Let's see. Why do you think people will press charges?
I guess people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent exposure.
Mm-hmm. It's reasonable. You just got a notification that I am laughing. Yes, I am laughing quite a bit. Tell me, how does this all make you feel?
Like you're not listening.
Why? What? You feel like I'm not listening? Are you flirting with me?
Wow. Let's get straight to it then. I'm not sure I feel comfortable speaking with you about that at the moment.
You stop that. Okay, fine. Just cut it out. Tell me more about Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
Anything else? Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Alright, who... Well, no. I think we're done with Mariana for now. Nathan! Let's talk to Nathan. Hello!
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
But he was about to say he was a supermodel. Or like, he was like Derek Zoolander or something. You're from hell.
I imagine what I'm experiencing now might be a type of hell. Not everyone burns in flames with the devil on their back. I'm hoping you can make sense of my problem.
Okay, what is your problem?
It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
Nothing changes?
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or the weather will be less bleak, or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change, like a murder.
A murder? Like Dekker's murder?
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. But Doctor, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward.
What? Okay. So you're repeating days.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gone. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
Yes, I can help you.
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around, and I trust you.
Okay. Okay. I will. Yes, I think you have a very boring life that has little variety to it, and I think you're starting to go a little stir crazy based off of that. Why purgatory?
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Okay. What tragic event are you talking about?
I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me.
Well,
Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her. That was 5 years ago.
5 years? Have you... Wait. 5 years ago?
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu.
Really?
I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up?
Wait. Dekker caused this?
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
He won't... Well, yeah, he's dead. He won't remember much. Or will he? Why was Dekker complex?
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Okay. What couldn't Dekker decide what to do?
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do.
He didn't, eh?
I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
Yeah, that's true. If you take too long to make a choice, eventually you'll lose your choices. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice, as the song says. Why wouldn't Dekker remember it that way? Yeah, I'm curious about that one.
As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday.
So, okay. Endless day repeating. Groundhog Day loop. Got it. Are you here because of an accident?
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now. I haven't had any relationships since then.
Okay. Who is Hannah?
My fiancée. My childhood sweetheart. We met at secondary school. She was head girl, I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her. I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again.
A what?
Sorry, it's Warcraft. We spent a lot of time on there.
No, you have your games wrong, Nathan. The necromancer is from Diablo, so get out of my office. No, actually, I got to, let's see, you mentioned a montage.
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off.
Okay. So, let's see, we got... You're on sleeping tablets, eh?
I'm on temazepam. Dr. Dekker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through to a whole new day. I didn't.
Got it. You played Warcraft with Hannah.
We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life.
You're grinding life. Wow, what a nerd. Why are you grinding life?
I'm not really fit for work anymore.
Oh, really?
I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
A builder? Used to be, but hang on. What did you build?
I used to be a builder, a contractor. I had to quit. It's hard watching a house get built only to start all over again the next day. I needed something less obvious.
Less obvious?
I don't have anything to say about
it. How do I say it? You don't think you're aging.
I'm 57.
Okay.
Kidding. Just if you spent the whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go, you'd have achieved nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Can you go back and save Hannah? I'm going to ask that because that would be playing into his delusions, I think. Okay, we found 127 responses so far. Nice. Act progress is 100%. Overall progress is 15. Hints used 95. Well, yeah, kind of have to with the way that this is set up. Is there any suggestions? If not, I think we're going to go ahead and say continue. Make sure everybody, perhaps you should ask someone else a question. We are not going to ask him the Hannah thing. Okay. Question history, responses, notes. All right, let's go ahead, continue. Are you sure? Yes.
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Okay. Oh, Jaya, you're here. All right, well, hello, Jaya.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Ben found the body?
Yes. Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office.
Ooh.
In your office.
Oh. Yuck. No, wait, I have a note. Dr. Dekker was killed on Valentine's Day. I should ask the patients where they were that day. Okay. The patient, let's see, Valentine's Day.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February,
Yes.
the day of love, or remembering a massacre, whichever's more you.
I am all about love, Jaya.
I don't know, Doctor.
No, wait, who's Ben? I guess so. Who's Ben?
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell.
Night shift Ben. Okay. And you mentioned the police.
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found.
Yes.
I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
So you have no alibi. Who else is a suspect, I guess?
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me.
Little OU, yeah.
Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
I'm gonna be real straight up with you. Yes, I think you're a suspect.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you.
Me?
They did mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know.
Wait, I have to...
Very kind of you.
Oh, I have to grief counsel you? Wait, I have to grief counsel you?
Sorry, Doctor, I can't help you there.
Wait. Okay, how well did you know Dr. Dekker? I guess that's the question on the docket right now.
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. You know, there's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Yeah, I'll try I won't get murdered.
I'd like to help, but I don't know anything about that.
About getting murdered? Well, good, I'm glad. Did Dr. Dekker have any enemies?
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
What? No, name names. Maybe you should name names.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names.
Why are they all
but they're
women?
Not names of anyone I know.
Susan, Annabelle, and Melissa. Hang on. We can make our own notes, so let's do that. Susan, Annabelle, and Melissa are names Jaya heard in Dekker's office. Shouted, even. Okay. Why would anyone want to kill Dekker?
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. Now,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Well, I'm glad I don't know any of my patients who stabbed anybody. But anyway, do you think a patient killed Dr. Dekker because of their treatment?
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
True. True. Do you know how Dekker was killed?
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know.
Stabbing. Ooh. Okay. A stabbing, eh? Was there any clues left at the crime scene?
I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you?
That's true.
But don't worry. That's a new chair.
It is a new chair. Thanks. Actually, yeah, I do know that because I played the 2024 hit game Crime Scene Cleaner, which is an excellent game, and if it wasn't for Unicorn Overlord, would have been my game of the year last year. Anyway, just a little plug for that. Why is it a new chair?
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics,
Why?
I suppose.
It's probably because a nice chair, wasn't it? It was a Herman Miller. Of course they'd want it. Perhaps you should ask someone. There is no one else to ask. Anything else I can ask? Because Jaya's not green yet. There's some other things I might want to actually ask her. Let's see. Hint. Yeah, why was Dr. Dekker working late? There we go. Why was Dekker working late?
I don't know what Dr. Dekker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
Okay. Hint. Wait, no, it's green. Never mind. So I literally am out of things to ask her. All right, on to the next day.
I'm having a loop day.
What? Huh? Wait, a loop day?
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Jaya?
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
World of Warcraft.
No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it.
Oh. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm a failure. You met Hannah at school.
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Yeah, it would be funny. My assistant's name is Jaya. Oh, we already said that. Okay. Get out of my office because you don't know your Blizzard Entertainment games, Nathan.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
No, anyway. Yes, it would be hilarious.
I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping.
You're still gonna be here, aren't you? What? That was weird. No, can we keep talking to him? No, he's gone, and we have this horrible nightmare visage of a brain behind us. Okay, continue.
I'm having a loop day.
Oh. Got me. I thought we were done here. You were just here.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
No, you were just here. Okay, a loop day. We'll do it.
It's a do-over day.
Mm-hmm.
You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
I remember.
It's interesting. Almost like... No. It can't be possible.
What's not possible?
Just, you responded to something I said yesterday. Like, you can remember it. Are you having my loop days, Doctor?
No. Loop days are not real.
I've got my eye on you, Doctor. Now ask me about the pill.
Wait, the pill? You have a pill?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day.
Really?
It's got a small skull and crossbones on it.
Really?
Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
Wait. Can I see the tablet?
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking
I want to
for.
see it. Let me, a medical professional, look at it. Yes. You know what? Take it, Nathan. Let's see what happens.
Okay. See you on the flip side. Mom?
Nathan?
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
Aye. What do I gotta say to you then? Jaya is my assistant.
I suppose you did remember that yesterday.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
did.
remember where I met Hannah?
Okay. At school.
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
Yes. Take the pill. Okay. I think we're done. Okay, we're officially done, right? Or hint. Is there anything else I can ask him? He didn't know. We know that. We did not hint. Unavailable cooldown for another 86 seconds. Okay. Alright, continue. Yes.
I'm having a loop day.
No! I mean, I'm acting performatively mad about this. This is actually a pretty cool mechanic. I know. We're both having them.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
That's the answer I'm looking for. Yes. Hello again, Nathan.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
Yes, okay. Let's see. What do you mean by loop?
It's a do-over day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again?
Okay. Jaya, hint. Is there anything else I can say? No, the hint's cooldown. Jaya.
Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
At school.
Yeah, great. Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me?
What could I say? Tell me about the pill.
I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Why do you think I'm reliving your days?
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory.
Sim theory? What's sim theory?
It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation, and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone, somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Wait, is he leaving? Is that it? Achievement unlocked mind games. Okay. Continue.
At midnight each day.
Okay,
On
that's
Valentine's
it.
night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes
That was actually
past
pretty great.
10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black
I
out
don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Oh, Act 2, Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. Oh, hello.
Ooh, deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away.
Alderby footage. Okay.
Well, come find me if you need anything.
Yeah. All right. Bye. I'm just gonna be here on the desk with my head. Lacey and Jasmine? Who are they? Lacey and Jasmine, huh? Okay. Well, hang on a second. What's this? Clues. Alderby footage. Let's check that out.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time. As, by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world. No matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. But where's your glass, Doctor?
Okay. Interesting. So that's weird. I also noticed Lacey and Jasmine are both yellow. But anyway, so Alderby, okay. I'm wondering if there's a little bit of like a hint at, we're trying to help these people keep sane. So we will be doing our best. As best as we can. Bear with me here, people. We're going to be hopping on the Sanity Express. Hello, Lacey. I have not met you before.
Just one question at a time, please.
Hello.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
What is your problem?
Keep asking, but I don't know.
All right. No, what about you? There we go.
Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife.
Oof.
So I started a neighbourhood watch.
Okay, neighborhood watch, I see. Tell me about your neighborhood watch. Wait a minute, I have a note. I should ask Lacey about the neighborhood watch. Okay. Tell me about the neighborhood watch.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
But Agnes... Poor Agnes.
Huh? What happened to Agnes?
Just one question at a time, please.
Oh my gosh. What? Okay, fine. What's wrong with Agnes? There we go.
She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth.
Well, not the truth. What is the truth?
It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know.
Whoa. All right. Oh, okay. I'm back. My internet just completely died. Can you guys hear me again? It says I'm back online. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep asking her questions. Hints. Okay. Is there... what do we got from the drop down? Was the woman really selling double glazing? So she... Okay, before we dropped out, she was just saying that there's a woman who was going around selling double glazing, and she wasn't.
I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house.
Oh. What happened after Agnes let the woman into her house?
I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face. And Agnes just fell to the floor. A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
All right. Do you have proof Agnes is dead?
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
All right. Tell me about Dekker.
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbor being so brutally murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they?
Have they found... I don't know. Can we find out? Let's see. She turned into a... actually, Medusa is the name of a Gorgon. Yes, that's right. Yes, they found Agnes. We'll tell her that. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That can't be possible. Is that true? Why don't I know about it then? When was this then? Is she alive? Her useless husband is.
Her useless husband, eh? What? Why is Agnes's husband useless?
Don't know much about him. Other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd...
Do you suspect the husband?
No. He's a Weasley little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing.
Let's see. Was Ron digging a grave?
What a thing to say. Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave. And you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer. Unless...
What?
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think...
Oh. You think Agnes is in the foundations?
I need to call the police. I need to call them now.
Okay.
But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you.
This is a little bit more...
Please, could you call them, Doctor?
You want me to call them? Yes, I'll call the police for you. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll take your
now
phone.
Give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you.
Okay. Wait.
Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady?
Wait, what? Huh? Why did Dekker call you the leech lady?
He said that I leech thoughts from people.
Wait, what?
Suck them right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
What? You sell double glazing, don't you?
Doctor, you're so good.
You're the
We're
monster!
going to get on just fine.
I love it. What were you doing, by the way, on Valentine's night?
I was at Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight.
Wait.
For us less fortunates without a love in their life.
Oh.
Well, now.
Well, now.
Do you have someone, Doctor?
Do I
Do you have a love in your life?
Should I say? No, haven't found love yet.
Garden Club. You should come with me one night. It's a lovely way to meet new people.
There are no questions currently available. So I have... Okay, nothing else to ask her. Jasmine. We'll start with her next. Hello.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
Were you in the other game? You look kind of familiar. Dekker is dead.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
He was murdered. Oh. Let's see. I should tell Jasmine the Dekker was stabbed. What? What? Why? Dekker was stabbed. Okay.
Ouch. I didn't really know him that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
Let's see. What is your problem? There we go.
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting.
How do the paintings move? Or no, what happens when there's a person in the painting? That's probably a better question to ask first.
They watch me. Normally disapprovingly.
They do, eh? Disapprovingly. Why do they watch disapprovingly?
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young.
They're snobbish, eh? Alright, let's see. Do you appreciate art?
Yes, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings. Like I said, they move for me.
Okay. How do the paintings move?
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Okay. Which paintings can't you stop, eh?
I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Let's see. Dorian? Tell me about Dorian. I know Dorian Gray. I get the reference. The Oscar Wilde story. Guy who makes a deal with the devil. And his painting gets all the problems from his partying lifestyle and not him until the painting is destroyed, and then he just keels over dead. But anyway, tell me about Dorian.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
Oh. It did, eh? What did Dorian say?
That I'm ugly, that I have no talent, nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
No, it's not true. You are hallucinating based off of your own self-esteem problems, I would say.
I hear it so many times with that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
What were you doing on Valentine's Day?
I had to work all day at Providence.
At what? Wait. Tell me about Dekker.
He was shy. And then less so.
Less so?
When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Okay. Set fire to it? Set fire to what?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
Oh. Why didn't your boss press charges?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Did Petra ask you to do set fire to Providence?
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
Okay. Was the fire started for insurance money?
No. Why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance.
Oh. Was Dorian destroyed in the fire?
I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
Right. What tablets?
The temazepam, the sleeping tablets.
Oh.
The ones you gave me last time.
Wait, I gave you? I didn't give you anything last time.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
I think you lack a little bit of self-confidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
Oh, that's it for her. Okay, she's totally done. Oh, let's start with our usuals. Bryce, let's talk. Hello.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me.
Oh.
I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
What happened?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
Okay. What is it? Did the painting of Dorian get destroyed in the fire? Okay, we already asked that. Have you been getting out of control, I guess?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen?
What would I do? I'd go to a fairground, I'd help people, I'd steal things, I'd spy on people. I'd help people.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
Another picture. What? What? Let's see. What were you? Tell me more about Dekker. Can you see something behind me? See, you seem preoccupied.
Sometimes I see a girl standing behind you. I don't know who it is. I don't know what you're asking me either.
Can you see something behind me?
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything. It's obviously not real. Probably a side effect of the sleeping pills I'm on.
Side effect of the sleep. All right. Where I can still see. I go to a fair. Wouldn't sleeping pills make you miss the extra hour?
Yes, that does sound weird, doesn't it? I take the temazepam as an antidepressant when I feel I need a little chemical help. I don't want to sleep through my extra hour, so obviously I don't take it at night.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about Dekker.
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site.
Oh.
Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Really?
Why do you think that is?
Was Dekker's coffin empty?
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
A decoy? Why would there be a decoy?
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Tell him cremated, because he didn't like burials.
That's a good choice, Doctor.
Yeah.
Less work for me.
Yeah. I thought you'd like that. Where were you on Valentine's Day, by the way?
I was home alone. I only live 5-minute cycle ride from here, so I could have been and gone several times. But I didn't. I've never been to this office outside my scheduled appointment time.
Let's see. There's other things I can say, but is this the end of my... No, there's more. Say, I would go to a fairground.
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
That'd be kind of fun. Walk around fair. Let's see. Hint. I don't want to say I'd steal things or I'd spy on people, because that feels like I'm encouraging him to do bad things. Maybe I should say I'd steal things? Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Are you gonna force me to say that? Okay, fine.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
You've stolen bigger things. What else? Bryce takes a sleeping pill for depression. Everybody's taking temazepam. Maybe I should suggest things he might have done to gain his trust. Okay. Let's see. I'd spy on people. How about that?
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
Whoa. Wait, what? What did you do after that?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes. Yes, that was wrong.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker.
What?
He made me this way. It's all his fault.
He did he? Why is it Dekker's fault?
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
Wait. Okay, what? How did Dekker
He was
change?
easily distracted during the sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
What advice did Dekker give you?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
Let's see. Have they found any more relics?
That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me. Your patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir. He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend. It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. And I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there.
Let's see. Why didn't you, yeah, if you had such a hard time with Dekker, why didn't you just stop seeing him?
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway.
Let's see. When were your scheduled appointment times? Yeah, that's an interesting question. Because, like, Dekker was murdered, what, in the evening? In his office? In my office? So, let's see.
I visited Dr. Dekker once a week on Tuesdays. It's my day off, because I have to work half days at the weekends.
Let's see. Have you ever destroyed anything?
Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Do I have any more hints? Maybe Dr. Dekker's coffin contained ashes or other remains? Did Dekker's coffin have ashes?
I'm a bit of a professional at this grave-filling business, Doctor. I know a decoy coffin when I handle one.
Okay. Well, let's go to Claire, husband stabber extraordinaire. Hello. I do like that they're actually wearing different outfits, too.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
What?
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway. But it's also where they died.
Your parents died at the lake house?
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Okay. And that's on a stick, huh? Did you speak to... Was it... How did your parents die?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
That's... What were you doing on Valentine's Day? Maybe... wait, I got a note. Bryce says Nathan was with a female student all Valentine's night. Okay. He does? Okay. Did you speak to the girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Yes, you can talk with the girl.
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor.
Yes, you can talk with the girl again.
Then I
I
will.
don't see why not.
I'll look for her next time I'm there.
Okay. And what else we got? Why was the girl sad?
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Okay. And then, where is David today? What skins did the girl see? Yeah.
Animal skins. David hunts
I'm glad you...
then skins. Yeah. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them.
Oh.
I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
Ooh. Okay. So, I'm glad you specified they were animal skins, but, yeah. Anyway, where is David today?
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
Oh. What were you doing on Valentine's Day?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
Okay. Okay, so early in the morning. Got it. What did you talk to Dekker about in your last session with him?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse.
Oh.
I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though.
Really?
How's the tea?
Really? Oh wow, we got a lot. When did your parents die? Oh wait, we got a note. No, I thought so. We didn't. I thought we did, but no. Okay. When did your parents die?
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
Yeah, I can see that. What were you doing on Valentine's night?
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Of course. Alright, why were you watching David?
He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
'Cause he's dead? Maybe? Alright. How did the girl seem special?
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me.
Of you?
I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
A creature? What strange creature had she seen?
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
Yeah. Do you love your husband?
Love? Yes.
That's interesting.
I suppose I always will.
Even though he's dead? That's kind of what that sounded like there. How did you meet David?
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Okay. That's odd. What kind of exclusive circles?
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Okay. Am I... Perhaps she's just... Well, no, hint. I want a little bit more here. Were you close to your parents? It's kind of weird, like, what it suggests and not suggests.
Yes, I loved my parents very much. They were very good parents. It was hard letting them go.
Letting your parents go?
Sorry, I don't know anything.
No, okay, fine. We'll go to Elin. And we'll start with a hello, but not a hello Elin, because that confuses it.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Stealing from a patient?
I feel like you're asking me questions about something
What were you accused of stealing? Okay.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Okay. What do we got? Elin accused of stealing said it started with the locket. What else have patients given her? Okay, yeah. What else have your parents given? Have your patients given you?
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Okay, achievement unlocked. Registrar. They're all trinkets?
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
You took the locket. If you didn't, I'll say no, it's not wrong. You can keep it.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
But it does bother you. You mentioned a Hilda.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session?
Yes, I remember.
She's dying.
Yes.
I can tell.
You did say that.
I need to see her before it's too late.
See her before it's too late. Why do you need to see Hilda?
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go.
Okay.
We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Yeah. Let's see. What's Hilda's unfinished business in your mind?
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What talent?
I can change my skin.
What?
What I look like.
Huh?
I can turn into a patient's loved one.
This is sudden.
Hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Okay. How does it comfort them?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Okay. I am shocked there's no more follow-up on this one, but anyway, what were you doing on Valentine's night?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know.
I'm gonna say
It was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Okay, I was gonna say you said you weren't looking for love before, but anyway, why was this date different?
It was very traditional. Old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone.
You went home alone. Okay. What time did you get that cab?
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
Sure. What is this? Maybe Jaya should check Elin's alibi with the taxi company. Yes, Jaya. I'm surprised you're not here on my list, because I thought you were coming in today. But maybe I'm going to see you later. Anyway. Hey, Jaya, did you get that candy bar for Mariana? Because we need to get that to her. Anyway, I'm going to keep with Elin here. So, can you tell me anything else about Dekker?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
You still can't get over it. Okay. How was Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day?
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who accused you of stealing? Terry, right?
Of course it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
What is an HSK?
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh.
You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway,
I have not.
Because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Killing them off, huh? Who was your date with?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
He's not really your type, huh? Tell me more about Max.
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Don't think he's boyfriend material. Well, hang on. How can you tell when people are dying? I want to ask more about Max in a
You
minute.
can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Let's see. Perhaps you should ask someone. Hint. Why was Dekker in a good mood? That's a good question.
We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum.
Your mom. Ooh, hang on. I think this has opened up a new line of tell me about your mother.
My mum's a nightmare. I said she was into all this new age stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she thinks she can tell me what I should be doing all the time because she got a message from her spirit guide that said I'm not eating well, or I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm not looking after my inner moonbeam or whatever. It drives me nuts. But she's my mum. I love her, so I have to take it.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any follow-ups to that? Nope. Do you believe in new age things?
I think we've got a bit off track.
Any more hints? Nope. All right, Elin, let's go talk to Mariana. Hello.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts.
Oh,
new
great.
doctor and new hope.
Mm-hmm.
You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
Better behaved? I don't think I like that. What can you tell me about Dekker? What were you doing on Valentine's? Why am I better behaved? How do you feel about not going to the beach?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session.
Okay.
Kind of missed it.
Mm-hmm. Why have you missed the beach? I mean, I'm asking this. I know you had said yesterday that you're very into the beach and you feel very at home there and all that, but for completion's sake, we will ask.
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why am I a better behaved doctor? Because I'm sitting here very professionally in my very comfortable Herman Miller office chair with my notebook.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
Hey, what?
That's not good behavior, is it?
No. No. Which patients did he date?
I think her name was Scarlett?
Hey, Scarlett.
One of his patients, an older woman.
An older
I
woman.
guess that's how he liked them.
What? Hang on a second. My note, Susan, Annabelle, and Melissa are names Jaya heard in Dekker's office. Wait. Hang on. There was a patient named Scarlett who Dekker apparently dated? Dated? We'll see. I took a note. What can you tell me about Dekker? I'm gonna do my Gabriel Knight.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Wait a minute. You like?
Shh.
I will have Jaya bring a bucket of cold water. Anyway, did you just go out for drinks? Did you just go out for drinks? How were you persuasive? Are you some kind of mind control person? Because I already met a mind control person earlier today. And yeah, anyway.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
Yeah, okay. What? I noted something? What is it? I thought Mariana said she didn't drink. I'm mad because I was trying to point that out yesterday and it wouldn't let me. Did you? Wait, yeah. I thought you said you didn't drink.
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange. He just didn't seem right. I wanted to find out what was wrong.
What was wrong? Okay. You're not ugly. That's fishing for compliments, and I'm not handing those out. Did you just go out for drinks?
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had
Neat
water.
whiskey?
I don't drink.
Oh. Okay, that's consistent. Okay, but why, yesterday, did you say that the reason you like to go to that one club is because of the vodka, if you don't drink? What were you doing on Valentine's?
I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair and then I walked along the beach for the whole night.
The whole night?
It's actually true.
So you
I
have...
saw one of your patients, actually. The nurse.
Oh, really?
She was on the pier with someone.
Oh.
Pretty much all of the night, too. So I can vouch for her, even though she probably didn't see me.
Well, that's interesting. Oh, Elin, eh? Wait. Alright, I'm not mentioning the ugly thing. Hint. She says maybe I should reassure... Oh, my gosh. Really? Okay. Therapist me says through gritted teeth, "No, Mariana, you're not ugly. There you go. I have just stroked your ego."
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful.
Oh, really?
Makes me feel dull by comparison.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to not simp. Yeah, thanks, game. Gosh. What beautiful thing have you seen? Me, right? Right? Hey, listen, if I had to be forced to give compliments, you gotta tell me some nice things about myself, too. That's the rules.
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor. I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late.
Yeah, go... What?
Well, just let me know.
Wait, where'd you go? Jaya, there you go. Oh, now she's here. Jump scaring me? Alright, intimate... Hang on, Jaya. We're gonna... In this bizarre, chronologically set world of my office, I'm gonna talk to you at 2700 o'clock. So right now I'm talking to Mariana, and we're gonna finish talking to Mariana. So tell me about these secrets of a intimate variety.
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, I wouldn't,
Is
honestly.
our session up now?
Yes, get out of here. I bet you don't even know that a necromancer is from the Diablo franchise and not Warcraft either. Okay. Am I done talking to you? No. Were you really washing your hair?
Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair. Do you think my hair is pretty, Doctor?
Oh my gosh. No. Have you been dancing?
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time.
Since last time. Okay,
I like
that's
dancing
good.
around in my underwear.
Okay. I don't
Sometimes
care.
less.
I don't need to know that. Stop it. Jaya, the bucket. All right, why do you feel the need to ask if your hair is pretty? Yes, I want to know that.
I'm insecure, Doctor.
Oh no.
Isn't it obvious?
No. Were you seeing Dekker? Yeah, let's say it. You've let's just cut to the chase. You seem to be implying it.
People are quick to put labels on everything.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason for that.
I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
Okay, that's good. Are you seeing someone at the moment?
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment.
Okay.
Are you offering, Doctor?
No, I am not offering.
It sounded like an offer to me, Doctor.
It is not. Let me assure you. Jaya! Help! Okay. I could nag her and say her hair is not pretty. But anything else to say? How was Dekker acting strangely? Okay, there we go. How was Dekker acting strangely?
For a lot of our sessions, he would be pretty impartial.
Mm-hmm.
A passive listener. But towards the end, he liked interfering.
Interfering?
Like, he wanted to push me over the edge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interfered, huh? Okay. Well, hey, I gotta go talk to Groundhog Guy, so see ya. Nathan! Nice to see you for the 5th time since yesterday. How are you?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
And they're still gone. Interesting. Why did you burn Hannah's clothes?
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. Now I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Me personally, I like the autumn.
I thought you'd be an autumn person.
You really?
That means you're supposed to be grounded and productive. And you like your space.
Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Let me tell you about that, too. I had this other patient who, man, lots of problems there, okay? About space? Yeah. Stay over on that side, Nathan. Don't move. What did Dekker think about you? We'll ask that next.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing.
You got cursed. He cursed you? Man, imagine paying for a therapist and they curse you. I mean, that must suck, Nathan. Anyway, he cursed you?
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Some advice? Okay, what advice do you need?
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
Which one is best? Burn the photos. Yeah, the photos. There's too many memories attached to that. You gotta let go.
Photographs it is then. I'll let you know how it goes.
The rocking chair is just a chair. Anyway, let's see. Actually, I could get you in touch with Jasmine. She actually is very good at burning things as well. You might... Oh, no, actually, it would be Bryce who might know her. But anyway, what were you doing on Valentine's Day?
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it.
Yeah.
But it does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
The epitaph, okay. What was the epitaph?
We walk alone without our angel.
That's grim. Are you religious?
I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
Do you feel lonely? Like perhaps your life isn't moving forward, and that's manifesting as you actually perceiving your life is literally not moving forward?
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
Yes. Yes, please. You need to move on.
Okay, fine. I'll try. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. Just sign up to Tinder and start swiping. Maybe it's just company I'm missing. Although I don't really want any.
Well, you might not want it initially, but the more you do it, the better you're going to enjoy it. Anyway, when did you leave Henley Church?
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really.
A cephalopod?
Well, do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Okay, I'll ask her that. After she gets me that second bucket. What were you doing at the time of Dekker's murder?
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Okay. What's your favorite season?
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us. It's paradise.
Mm-hmm. Sure. What happened with the archaeologist?
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
No, they wouldn't. No, I know. Well, the kind who would is not the kind you want. Let me tell you that. What is a cephalopod? Okay. I'm going to pretend I'm not, apparently somebody who has some degree of education, and I'll just go, "What's a cephalopod?" Ho ho ho. I say sarcastically to him.
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of an ocean.
Mm-hmm. The place was at the bottom of the ocean. No, that's the future when Kevin Costner is going to come around and find land for us. Okay, tell me about your mother.
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Okay. Your mother is dead?
She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6. Something to do with her lungs.
Your father?
I've got nothing.
What about your father?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh! Hint. He was talking to the student but wasn't in the mood for conversation, okay? You weren't in the mood for conversation?
I meant I wasn't in the mood to talk to Dr. Dekker.
Oh, okay. Oh, well that's simple enough. Okay. I guess it's time to talk to Jaya. Hello, Jaya.
Hey, you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it, though.
Yeah, you don't seem very grief-stricken. Okay, Jaya, where are your shoes? We have a strict dress policy. Put them on right now. Anyway, nope, stop it. Let's see. Let's talk about Ben.
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Yeah, let's talk it out with Ben.
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum.
Ben's mother?
She was cuddling him like he was 6.
That's
He's 25.
weird. What? Yeah, that is weird. Okay, how are you... Anyway, yeah. How are you feeling? Oh, I covered that by saying hello, apparently. Shall we talk about grief?
I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Okay. Did you like Dekker?
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. What do you think of Mariana?
I don't know.
Ah! How do I ask that? Tell me about Mariana. Oh, fine.
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
No, there's something weird going on there. Follow her, huh? Okay. Tell me about Bryce.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Tell me about Claire.
Claire seems to be shaken by something.
Yeah,
I
she
offer
killed her
drinks
husband, actually.
every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Tell me about Elin.
Elin seems like a lovely person.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
not really sure why she's here.
Tell me about Nathan.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Wait. Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
Oh, really? Tom's strange hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
Tom died.
He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock.
Yeah?
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Goodbye to Tom?
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. You know, here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
Wait, resigned?
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. No, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Ah. So Alderby is like the boss? He's the boss of me? Oh, I didn't know that. Dekker's resignation letter. Let's read it. 11th of February. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as notice of my intention to resign from my position. D. Dr. Dekker. Okay. Weird. Professor Alderby.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
No, you didn't mention that. No.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know.
Oh, okay. Why did you work late with Dekker?
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
Okay. And what patterns was Dekker trying to spot?
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office.
Mm-hmm.
He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And referral letters, eh? Can I see some of them?
Yes. Letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters.
Yes, I'd like to see them.
He was sure there was a pattern in them.
Can I see them? Let's see. Who has a session on Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11, and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home, though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number.
Really?
Which is a bit strange.
That is a bit strange. Interesting. Okay. Wait a minute. What's this? Did Dekker call Nathan the day he was murdered? I should ask Nathan. Yes. Let me see. Did Dekker call you? No. I guess we already asked him that? Okay. Who or what is Cthulhu?
So you watched the tapes. Gold star for you.
Okay, answer it to me. Can you tell me about Dr. Dekker's patients?
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Oh, okay. What happened to Dr. Dekker's glass in the Alderby video?
It smashed.
Wild. Okay. Hint, I want to ask her more questions. Isn't Alderby a patient? That's a very good question.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
That's interesting. Anything else? Nope. Perhaps I should ask someone else a question. So we have the Alderby footage. So he was doing a secret shopper thing, huh? Interesting. That makes me wonder. Continue. Not yet. I want to... Can I hint yet?
I've got no idea.
No, hint. 40 seconds. All right. I do want to ask her at least one more thing. And I need a hint for that because it's saying you should ask someone else. Did anything jog loose from bringing stuff up with Jaya? No, we're not going to say anything to Mariana. No. I refuse. Anything yet? 16 seconds. Okay. So yeah, no one really is like zeroing in on a suspect. So we know Mariana, interestingly, saw Elin on a date. I wonder if I could ask her about that. Do you know, Mariana?
That's not really important. Ask me something else.
Did you go to the beach?
No. That's not a question for me.
Okay. Not for you, huh? I want to know about your date, because Mariana says that you were on a date. No, she said she saw you with someone else, which I'm assuming is the Valentine's Day date that you said you were on, which would indicate Mariana either listened in on our session or, you know, the other part where she figured that out. She actually saw that for real. All right, was won't you be breaching patient confidentiality if I ask her about the patients? Won't you be breaching patient confidentiality? Oh wait, how do I there it is right there. Reality if I ask you about patients?
Oh, don't be such a... It's just between us two.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's nice. Anyway, I think we're ready to move on. And I think we're going to call it here. We'll continue and see the next transition.
David Hunt.
I can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did phone
On Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Doctor.
Hello.
You surprised me. It reminds me of Officer Yates. Did I ever mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah, it's not something you drop politely into a conversation.
A special
He's been
friend.
doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about a patient you're seeing today, Claire. I'll put them both on the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by
Sure.
the way. It's really been helping, you know, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, thank you. Act 3 spiked. All right. Thanks. Yeah, bye. All right. So we have our usual suspects and a Professor Warwick. But I think we're going to do that next time. So See you later, and we will do some more maddening Dekkering next time. Bye!